Welcome back to the Level 7 broadcast, where we, John,
Hide! Water will kill you! You'll die!
and other John,
Boy, shoot the tree! That was pretty good.
talk about video games,
That's really all Zelda was just a cheap ripoff of Xena.
movies,
I think just like gruesome fun. It was more filmed like a Robert Rodriguez movie.
ridiculously deep topics randomly, and wherever the conversation takes us.
What brings you in? I'm a coasterman. And they're like, oh, the coasterman's here.
From card openings,
What the
quick reviews, and guests.
17 pages in, and I was like, that thing is too heavy.
This is your Level 7 broadcast.
Welcome back to the Level 7 podcast.
Howdy ho.
I mean broadcast.
Broadcast, yeah.
Where this week our topic's going to be Hogwarts Legacy
Again.
again. Because now we have actually played it, though. Or at least one of us.
Which one? You'll never know.
True. New game from Amazon. New AC in the store. A ton of freaking new games coming out, apparently.
This week is crazy.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Case tournament and our event schedule.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we've talked about that.
We haven't, I don't think. Maybe we have a little bit, but I
Maybe.
mean, like, we're going to talk about it in an official capacity.
Yeah. So here we go.
Here we go. Let's go. I need both handled. You know what I'm saying?
Just
I was like the
started
slow down. Dot, 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 dot. You ever fart like that where it's like, dot, 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 and you're like, oh. That's weird.
I was just thinking of the pod racers. You know, like when it gets going, there's that one that like really gets like high revs, like, and then during the race it's like,
Yeah, it's just the dubstep one.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, welcome everybody to the broadcast. Good to see you again, especially you in the corner.
I see you.
Appreciate everybody for coming out. Our live audience, as always. They just keep it hella real.
It's true.
You suck. Make sure to cut that audio.
Oh, okay.
Um.
We always get yelled at.
Yeah. Well, fuck them.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the live audience could have been better, but next week maybe we'll get a better one. Do you think that's got to happen, right? Unlike live shows where they're like, "We got an audience tonight," and the audience is like, "Boo," and they're like, "Why did you come here?" Like,
God dang it! If you didn't want to watch Jerry Springer, why are you here?
I hate Full House. And you're just like, why did you come to the taping? Because
They promised me a meal.
yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's just the homeless.
Keeping people.
I mean, yeah, dude, somebody's got to go to the Stephen Colbert show.
That's true. It sounded like there were a lot.
Yeah, it wouldn't be rational. It's just a button. Stephen Colbert's audience is a button. Remember when he was funny?
I do remember when he was funny. It pretty much stopped when his first book came out.
Yeah, whenever anybody's first book comes out, they kind of suck.
I mean, I can't remember what it was.
Like if you're not like teacher or like an author, like writing a novel,
yeah.
but just be like, I'm funny. The book.
That's true. Except for Bruce Campbell. His books were dope.
Yeah.
And
okay,
funny.
sure. I think...
But his aren't really meant to be like funny. His aren't like humor. Like, haha, this is hilarious.
Yes. Okay, fine. Some biographies, fine. I guess I would have to know the content of Stephen Colbert's book. Is it about him? Is it about like his life at the Daily Show? Is it about his like...
No, because it wasn't like a serious book. Like I said, like,
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey.
Cheeks. I'm sorry.
I know.
But, no, it wasn't like the Bruce Campbell books, like I was just talking about. Those are a lot more about his life, and then, like, he has funny stories also.
Right.
So that's what makes the book funny.
Yeah.
But the Stephen Colbert one was kind of more set up like a Garfield collection, where there's like a joke on each page. But then there were like maybe a couple sections that were a couple page joke.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you go Stephen Colbert. You're obviously killing it. I don't know. I do think that he's funny. I just think he's less funny lately, but he's still. I think he's still just like a super witty dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, when you're a late night host, you gotta like appeal to so many people. I think it's so different from the Daily Show thing where he could just like be funnier.
Yeah.
Now he's just like, oh, how do I be both like funny and safe? And it's like, then you just be safe.
Yep. You can't do both. You really
Yeah.
can't. Either somebody has to have a little bit of hurt feelings, or you're not doing
You're
it
not
right.
doing it right. Yeah, it's exactly like making love.
Yeah. In that one, both of them are supposed to get hurt a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I
just
like where
saying.
this is going. Okay. All right.
just
Well, let's talk after the broadcast. Just kidding.
If you ain't putting in the hurt, you ain't getting the.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure we can't say
I don't know about that one.
that. Sorry. But his book was called I Am America, and So Can You.
Yes.
Yeah. That one is okay. I liked a good portion of it at least, but I think after that I think I got burnt out on him.
Yeah. Yeah. You go, Stephen Colbert, our close and personal friend. Appreciate you. You do your thing, girl.
You do it.
You do your thing, girl.
But speaking of stuff that's been burnt out for a while, Hogwarts Legacy keeps kicking that dead horse.
Yeah, dude. They're like, guess what? Still here.
Yep. But actually it is super fun.
Is it?
Dude.
So I haven't played it because I've been playing Elden Ring again. Well, I never beat it, but I did go back to it. So it's still again, but it's for the first time.
Right. But yeah, so I've been playing it. I think I'm like 9.5 hours in maybe. But dude, I've been freaking loving it. It's just what I've wanted from a Harry Potter game this whole time.
I don't know, dude. Today, I got my heart broken already.
Oh, yeah?
There's no Quidditch?
Yeah.
Get out of my life. How? What? Hold on. What? Wait for it. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I bet they're just going to release it as like a seasonal thing. Be like, oh, season 5, we have Quidditch.
Season 6, you can be Superman and Will Smith.
Yeah.
It's
just flying around
just
slapping the
Fortnite.
shit out of people.
It's just everybody of Adava Kedavra.
But that would be hard, though, because with like the detail that they're going into on everything else.
It just turns into Fortnite. They're just like, what are you, stupid? My bad bitch. You're not a whore. And I don't know if I can be too Quidditch. Stupid. You're a bitch.
Whatever, man. I'm having sex with your mom.
My mom is dead.
Oh, well, good job.
Yeah, well, fucking I killed her. But fuck you. Your shoes watching me. Fuck your mom. She died.
You freaking would.
Yeah, fucking pussy.
Oh my God.
Run a block for life, bitch. You know?
That had to have been horrifyingly realistic as to what that would sound like. I don't want to live in that future now.
Dude, the future is now, my
No,
guy.
I don't know.
Yeah. So here's the thing: is I was like, how has Harry Potter not been in Fortnite yet? Anyhow, keep going. Sorry.
How hasn't he been in Fortnite yet?
It's just him. He's just like, hello.
And instead of like the guns, it just changes the skins to like brooms and stuff.
Right?
Like cocking a broom. Like
Just big wands.
shoots out instead of missiles,
Just
it shoots
big,
owls.
Big wands.
Yeah. Like this is my big stick.
This is my boomstick, son.
But dude, I was thinking about that the other day and why they don't have Quidditch. And because of like the detail that you actually get in the classes and like the classrooms and like learning spells is not like it's super hard or super in depth. But if they didn't make like an actual sport game on top of what they have, Quidditch would just feel really out of place.
I don't accept your answer.
Because then, everybody would want to be like, why can't I be the keeper? Why can't I be the slappy one? Why can't I be Harry Potter? Like the seeker, the defender, the striker, or I don't know what the hell they call all the things. But
the bludger love and the stag.
And then, then they'd be like, well, why isn't there multiplayer?
I don't know. Listen, I just want to play Quidditch, dude. It sounds tight.
I know. It sounds super dope.
But it's how do you have Harry Potter without Quidditch? Like, it's too big of a...
It's too much. I feel like what they have in there is...
Maybe my expectations...
Probably the max.
I know. Fine. Whatever. It's like Final Fantasy X did it.
Yeah, but Blitzball sucked dick. Dude, that was not a sports game. I don't know what that was, but it infuriated me because I tried so hard to be good at it.
Well, you suck at stuff, so
Yeah, that's true.
It is what it is.
That's true.
Sucks to suck.
It was just all about passing. I hated it.
You're like, I'm trying to score.
I'm like,
I want the glory.
I just wanted to like run around in different formations, but they like moved as a formation and they would all just stop.
You know what game? You know what game you get the most glory from? Quidditch!
Oh, Tetris.
Quidditch! When you're the seeker and you get the ball. Give me a shiny. Give me the snitch. And then Harry has to put it in his mouth.
Oh.
He's like,
Not only did I catch it, but I ate it too.
Dumbledore's like, put the snitch back in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it, Harry.
Didn't he make him? Wasn't that the thing he had to do? Didn't Harry have to put the snitch back in his mouth to open it?
Oh, he did have to put it back in his mouth.
What? Yeah, dude.
God damn it.
Right?
Dirty old bastard.
Dumbledore's just like,
He probably did it as like a drunken joke one night. He's like, I'm going to make this motherfucker put a ball in his mouth.
Harry, you.
I don't know. I've never.
Can you say that?
Say what?
Never mind. Never mind.
Another mind.
Anyhow, you know, Harry's a good guy. He's likes to party. Put balls in his mouth.
Party?
They're like, go underwater with that egg. What? Just egg open up underwater.
Just get it.
Open that egg. They're like, what's in it though? It'll sing. What? Trap the voice of the mermaids. What? And also, if they trap the voice of the mermaid, is that what it was? I remember that.
Yeah, it was
right?
mermaids.
Why were the mermaids so scary and not talking or singing under the lake? They're just like, and you're like, that is not what they sounded like in the egg.
That's true.
Once was lost in the lake, and now you have to find the thing you like. And you go down there and you're like, oh, it's the mermaids. And they're like, you're like, whoa.
I also don't feel like they were trying to talk to him.
Okay.
They were probably
You don't think
just mermaid battle cries, mer cries.
You don't think they'd be like, we're gonna get you, motherfucker? Like if they can speak English.
Yeah, but not everybody talks while they're fighting people. I don't normally talk. I bet you're a talker when you're fighting. So like, be like, I'm a b. Well, like, oh, here it goes.
Usually when I'm chasing somebody.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I remember that one. That was a crazy day.
I don't remember which one are you talking about. This has happened a couple times.
It was Aiden's first day, and I just got a new pair of shoes. I remember that because I was like, "Damn, these shoes are so comfortable." And I walked in, and I saw you and a different dude like book out of the like store.
Oh,
And I was
I
like,
remember that now.
And I looked at Aiden. He's like, "Hi, I'm Aiden." I was like, "Hi, what just?" And Aiden's like, "Oh, the dude just stole some Pokemon cards." And I was like, and I booked it, and then I just started,
action.
yeah. And I started chasing too, but you guys went a different way. I would have had him, dude.
Oh yeah, you came around the back because you were like, cut him off at the pass.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna turn right, because going left is a bitch.
No,
up
that was the fucking idiot, right? So on Kipling, there's a median, and then there's 2 lanes going southbound, and there's 2 lanes going north. And in the middle, there's like just a landing, like a median with some grass and stuff. So the dude, like, I'm chasing him, and he like runs across the first 2 lanes heading southbound and is standing on the median, and he looks at me like, "What's up?" Like
home base, bro.
And I was, yep. Like did you hear me talking to him? I was like, I can cross the street, you idiot. And so I start like He's like, oh, he didn't expect me to like cross the street. Like I was like, oh no, my dog. Yeah, like this is my boundary. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. So I was like, no, I'm gonna keep chasing you, dude. And I did. And that's what I was telling him. I was like, that's all right, dude. I'm just gonna keep chasing you. Like you're not gonna get away. Eventually, you're gonna get more tired than me. I don't know why I talk to people.
I think I did hear you like a taunt as you guys were like going over the fence, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, we did
where
go over the fence."
Go? It was like I swear I just heard something. Like, am I in the right spot?
Dude, I've been jumping fences, chasing people. It's weird. I'm just like, just drop it. And he did. He threw it in the bush, and he's like, "You're a bitch." And I was like, "You're a bitch. Who's a run away?"
Like,
and
you
he
quit.
did. I was like, "Yeah."
I was like, I'm still going.
I didn't. Yeah.
Which is what Hogwarts Legacy is all about.
Hogwarts Legacy is a great game, you know. If I do say so myself. Maybe the best game.
That's a fun ass story though. I don't think we've ever told that one yet.
Game of the century?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good day.
Yeah, I was glad we got that back.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. But yeah, no, there's a couple times. There was like this time I was chasing this dude at Best Buy. You know, you're not supposed to chase people. They're like, "Don't chase people," and I was like, "I'm gonna." And this dude tried to steal a laptop from me, and I was like, "I'm not gonna be the guy who loses the laptop." Like everybody will be like, "No, John lost laptop. Can't believe you lost it. You just handed it right to him." So I was like, "Fuck
Shouldn't
no."
have left it with him.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't, but the dude like snatched it.
Yeah.
But anyhow, he's running out the door, and everybody's like, "Duh." I was like, "F it." Going in Terminator mode, because when I run, I fucking. Ever since I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, Terminator 2000 runs so fast because he cuts through the air."
Right? That doesn't stop him. He's just slicing.
Yeah, he's just so, and more aerodynamic that way.
That's right.
So I'm chasing this dude, and he's going, and he's like, "Uh-oh," because you could tell he first of all didn't expect me to chase him.
Yeah.
Secondly, he didn't expect me to be fast. Third, he didn't expect me to be a smartass.
That's got to throw people off.
Yeah, I'm just like, "I'm gonna catch you," and he's like, and I was like, "I'm fast as." He's like, "I know." That's what he said.
This is my max speed.
I was like, "I'm gonna get you," and then this other dude in the parking lot, dude, just some customer was like, "This is my moment," and just triangulated that dude's angle and said, "Bam!" and just shouldered that dude in the ground. I was like, "Give me that." Took it back to the store. I didn't even look back. That dude was like on the ground. They're like, "Were you gonna do anything with that guy?" I was like, "Dad, I just wanted the laptop."
I'm like, yeah, I don't give a
Got the laptop back. See ya, dumbass.
Like, you do that at Best Buy, a customer's going to check the shit out of you.
I never got in trouble for that. Nobody even said anything.
Like, because you weren't the one that checked him.
That's true, but I still chased him. I was not supposed to chase him. I wasn't supposed to do any of that.
I remember that when they really were all about that at Walmart as well.
Yeah. I mean, it just sucks how litigious people are.
Yeah.
The thing is if you come into level 7 and steal some shit, I might just fucking crack your head, though. We'll see. I mean, there was this one dude.
Who knows?
We should talk about the people. So there's this one dude who just recently got caught. He's a good customer of ours. That guy, did you see that?
Oh, yep.
And you probably even sold him stuff. You don't even, you're there one day a week or whatever. But dude, this guy had been shopping with us for like years, 4 or 5 years. And we busted him. Well, some lady ratted him out. See, we trusted him. So we would like, let him look at stuff that maybe we shouldn't have or whatever anyhow. So some lady comes up the other day and she's like, "Hey, don't say anything, but I just saw that guy over there putting some stuff in his pocket." She's like, "Please wait till I leave. I don't feel comfortable." And I was like, "All right." So we couldn't really tell anything. We watched the camera. Yeah, thank you, lady. You told the truth. And I didn't want to believe you because I liked this guy a lot. But anyhow, she ratted him out. And so we were like, all right, we'll just keep an eye on him. Well, the few days later, I was at the Alameda store, and dude comes in, and I was like, "All right, let's just keep our eyes open a little bit."
Heightened sensory level.
So he the guy that was working behind the counter didn't quite know that we were onto this guy, so he trusted him because, like I said, this dude shopped at all of our locations, was a really great customer. We all knew him by name.
Yeah,
it was a bummer, but anyhow. So he left him with some product. The dude immediately started stealing it, like off the bat, like didn't wait a second.
So it was not the first time.
Oh, clearly not. The dude had a system, and he did it like fast. He knew exactly how he steals stuff. He didn't really have a target, but he definitely just like picked out the most expensive cards really quickly, immediately stole them, and knew that's what he was there to do. But then he buys stuff, and he's like, "Oh, do you got one of those? Do you got this?" But he spends $30 and steals $200 worth of cards. So who knows how many times he did this to us. So anyhow, I'm helping him, this and that. He had already stole something by the time I start helping him. And I was like, so the lady, when she ratted him out, she's like, he's putting something in his right pocket. He's putting it in his right pocket of his blue coat. And he's wearing that same coat. So I'm like sitting there and I'm helping him with some stuff. And I look in that right pocket. Sure, there's a shiny Charizard and a top loader. I'm like, yo, dude, what's up with that? What's up with that Charizard? He's like, oh, that's my son's. That's my son's. And I'm like, oh, it's your son's. That's tight.
Damn.
Why do you got your son's Charizard? He's like, oh, my son wanted me to do something with it, but we'll just worry about that later. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, hey, Bo, will you help this dude real quick so I can go check something on the camera? I just said it out loud. I was like, what? And so I go over there and I'm clicking and Bo's killing time. Because at this point, he gets the message of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? He knows that I'm looking at this dude, and this dude knows I'm looking at him. So anyhow, Bo's killing time. He's like, oh, I got to take this call for my wife. And so he walks away, and the dude comes over to me, and I'm on the floor watching the camera because it's on the floor. And the dude walks over, and I just, my back is turned to him, and I just hear something like kind of land on the countertop. And I look back, and there's the Charizard, and I was like, you did steal that. And he's like, I mean, I was going to, but I couldn't do that to y'all. And I'm like, oh, but you already did. You already took it. You already put it in your pocket. And the only reason that you didn't
do that
is because I saw it. And he's like, I would never do that to you guys, this and that. And I was like, dude, just so you know, some lady busted you the other day. I straight up told him. I was just like, some lady busted you the other day. We're already on to you, dude. We knew that you were stealing. I was just waiting to catch you.
I really wanted to catch you.
Yeah, I had to catch him.
Yeah,
right. I couldn't.
I didn't want to believe that either.
And that was the problem. Is I didn't want to believe it. But then immediately he started acting weird when he came in, and I was like, oh, she's telling the truth. And so then I spot the Charizard. The whole thing happens. Oh, I would never. And then I'm like, all right, dude. Obviously, leave. Don't come back. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. You have a $200 Charizard of mine in your pocket. And then we watched the tape, and he took more than that. And so he's sitting there lying in my face even in that moment. And I'm like, no, do not come back to my stores. I mean, I don't know. Whatever, dude. It's just crazy.
That's just a real bummer. Like,
I mean, here's the deal. I'm not going to let it sour me. I've had people that I trusted more do me dirtier. So it's like, it's not that crazy, but still, it's a huge bummer because just, not many people gain the entire staff's trust and stuff. I mean, the dude brought his family in and shit, so
right,
whatever. Anyhow, that's a bummer story for y'all. Sometimes you just can't trust people.
Yep.
Womp womp.
Speaking of not being able to trust people,
Hogwarts.
No, I'm kidding. I feel like we've talked about Hogwarts enough. It's freaking dope.
How did I get on that? How did I get all the way down there?
I can't remember.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, whatever. It's a good story. I hadn't heard that one yet.
Oh, we were telling.
I knew about it, but I didn't know.
We were telling the story about me chasing the dude.
Oh yeah. But I don't know how we got on the story of us chasing a dude.
Tight.
I don't know.
Let's go.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, Hogwarts is tight. You like it, right?
Hogwarts is good so far. I've really been enjoying it. It's just it's what I wanted from a Harry Potter game.
Try.
I gotta roam around. I gotta do.
I gotta roam around.
Yeah,
that's what you want. You just want to roam around and be like, aloha mora.
And I've never really thought about outside of the school as being explorable, because in the Harry Potter games you're always in the school or you're in a tiny spot in the Forbidden Forest or something. But in this one, you're like, I'm gonna go outside. You just go outside. And, there's a bunch of stuff happening everywhere. And you're like, this is awesome. So
that's cool. So it actually kind of fleshes out the world in a way that
that I didn't know existed.
Right.
And I've been having a lot of fun. I think the problem is now I've been doing too much side crap, so I keep coming back and they're like, "Oh, level 5 required to do this class."
You're like level 40.
Yeah, and I'm I think I'm 14 right now.
They're like, "Please unlock the door." You're like, "God damn it!"
It's blowing the door up. I'm like, ah. But yeah, it's been freaking fun. Let us know what you guys have been thinking about Hogwarts.
You playing it? You playing the Hogwarts?
Yeah. Let us know. Because I can't stop. But in my pursuit of everything ridiculous, I decided I needed Resident Evil: The Mercenaries on 3D.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But the problem is I just haven't been able to find it forever. This game isn't around that much because nobody really liked it. And
well, you can't buy it used because the cartridge, it's the one save.
You can't delete it?
No.
That blows butt. But yeah, so I bought it brand new off of Amazon because I finally was just like, I'm just going to buy it. and it showed up in a
Boy.
green bag, like maybe like early 2000s, like GameStop bag looking thing, because it was just green print on a clear bag. And I pulled it out of the shopping thing. I was like, what the?
Boy.
And I look at it, and if you couldn't see who, like they cut the
Boy.
plastic off the front.
Like a whole bunch of the plastic is just cut off the front and the back.
And
actually.
the back for some
It's
reason.
like little rectangular pieces for some reason just removed. So you got this cool little.
See, and I don't.
You got a fin,
The other thing,
a dorsal fin.
I also didn't know, that whole saved thing fact, because if you open it up, you can observe that there's nothing in it.
There was no game. I thought there would at least be a game.
No.
So what did you do? Did you hit
Oh
a
no! Like the moment I got it, I opened it, and I was just so pissed. I went straight to Amazon, the place I was shopping. And
I mean, you're allowed to say it.
yeah, but I went straight to Amazon. And it's like, what the?
Boy.
You had it like labeled as brand new. Not only is it cut to pieces by a
Boy.
fucking crazy person, there's no goddamn game or the manual. I'm like, what the? Give me
Boy.
a different one.
Yeah, that's awesome. So they sending you another one, or they just give you a refund?
No, they're sending me another one.
It's gonna be another like weird ass thing.
I know.
Yeah, no, that's a weird game. That was one that I think is gonna be. I don't know. Finding a brand new might eventually be really hard because
Yeah, it was just one of those things I thought about, and I was like, oh yeah, there is a Resident Evil I don't own. This freaking one.
yeah, it's really. I remember when it first came out, like it was like a launch title almost for
Yeah.
the 3DS.
It was one of their things that they were trying to push the second pad with,
The Circle Pro Pad.
or was that
I don't think so.
Revelations? Maybe it was Revelations they
I
were
think
doing
that
it
was
with.
Revelations.
And yeah, this one has a demo to Revelations on it, but I think it says it on the box.
Who
I
would
don't know
know
yet.
Who? How could you even know?
I don't know.
Yeah, how could you? You could never know.
God, so that was fun. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm sure everybody has a what the hell just happened online purchase. I was wondering if you guys had any that you wanted to share in the comments.
Well, one time, I've got a weird thing that showed up in the mail, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like one time, it's actually happened twice, but one time, we received this piece of mail that was returned to us, right? But it wasn't something that we shipped out. But the return address was us.
Weird.
And then it was shipping to like another country.
What the hell?
And then when we opened it, because presumably it was from us, so I was like, well, this has got my name and address, like the business, not my personal.
Yeah.
Business name and address. It was just full of weed.
What?
Well, first of all, it was a box, and then it had a resealed board game box, like a Operation or Game of Thrones or something. And then inside of that was a bunch of weed.
So you wait.
So somebody
they resealed a board game, and then
made it look like it shipped from a game store
maybe it was
to another country. Well, they're just trying to send weed to their back home.
What the?
Boy.
They're
I
like,
mean, was it just flour?
yeah, it was just flour.
Do we still have some?
This is actually right before COVID, and I super smoked it all during COVID.
That makes perfect sense.
That was
I mean,
that. I was like,
That's the best time for that to happen.
dude, it was a blessing. I was like, dang, God is real.
Like, who else gets freaking pot in the mail for free?
I got pot returned to me that I never bought. Like, that's
a-
crazy. How do you return something that was never yours? So that was a good time.
I mean, at least they like level 7 enough, I guess, to be like, hey, if it doesn't ship, it'll go right back to them at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just more like they Googled the nearest game store. I don't know, but either way, it was a fun experience for your boy.
Yeah. What's some of your guys' crazy mailing incidences?
Yeah, did you get something porch pirated or what's the best thing you've stolen off a porch? Let's hear all your stories. You know what I mean? Especially you.
You right there. This guy. It sounds good. I have to know the whole thing. I don't know if I've ever had anything too crazy happen in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's
I mean, what could, you know what I mean? I don't feel like there's a lot of
right.
potential.
So yeah, this is the weirdest one I've ever had.
Yeah, where you're like, what?
Like at least game related wise, I've never just.
It's like somebody packaged that. It was like
Like, yeah,
Yep.
brand new.
This is it.
That's how I'm gonna market.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Red fudge.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe. And I was trying to think, why would they even do that? It probably had stickers on it from like a sale at a store.
oh, so they cut them off.
And it probably was like, oh, it's just a quick go through, cut all the receipts and all the stickers from other places off of a product. And they're like, oh, yeah, there you go. I don't know what could have happened to the inside.
There's just too many. There's too many questions. You're still like giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, and you should not. Yeah, whoever. No, this is unacceptable. It should have never happened.
I know. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was so pissed, like immediately.
you're like, I was gonna play this, never.
I just wanted it new. I wanted it new so I could open it up for the next Resident Evil, to get hyped. Whenever that one comes out, I wanted to just do a video.
I think it's March. The remake, Resident Evil 4 remake.
Oh yeah, there is one coming up.
Wow,
Hell
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I just kind of wanted to do something fun with it, like on the day of that release.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I got a new Resident Evil. Do like a stupid opening of this one that no one cares about.
I mean, yeah, people will. I think it's one of those games that people have. They don't know it exists.
That's probably a good point because I didn't have it until. Well, I still don't have it.
Do you have both Revelations?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have both Revelations.
People liked those ones a lot.
Yeah, they were both really good. I'm trying to think on which. I think I have them both on the PS. No, I have one on PS3, one on PS4. Yes,
Okay.
I believe. I don't know anymore.
True.
I don't know who I am.
What am I? But yeah, Hogwarts is good. I've been playing Elden Ring, so that's pretty tight. I'm on Godfrey, so I'm like near the end of the game. I got some side content left. But yeah, I've all the bosses that I was stuck on, I finally quit being a giant, just weak bitch, and I actually buckled down and I built out my weapons and I learned their moves and I defeated the bosses and I did the thing and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is great.
This is so good.
Did you see that there's like a comparison video, by the way, of this boxer? I think he's a boxer or MMA guy or something, and it's him like winning the title essentially.
Yeah.
So it shows him and he's winning the title and it's like, yeah, and he's like, hey, this is really great. And then it shows the video of him streaming beating a boss in Elden Ring. And he's like, let's go! So like, and it's just, the juxtaposition is so hilarious because one of them he's just like, hell yeah, I did it, got out here, we just got it, baby, got the belt, let's go, let's get out, let's get some money, get the bags. And in Elden Ring, he's like, like it's
the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Seriously, it's so good.
I mean, he probably had a concussion, to be fair, after the fight.
I mean,
It's just like barely being able to talk.
yeah, you're right. Elden Ring is pretty brutal.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yes.
that does sound like fun. I only played a little bit when you first got it. And I think, I just played as your character in a big field.
I don't know. It's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's just okay to be afraid.
Just so scared.
I know. It's okay. We all know that it's just out of fear, and we forgive you.
It's true.
The the Soulsborne community is just waiting with open arms. We have our lore ready. However you want to introduce yourself, you know what I mean. We've got several different games that you could try. There's different flavors. We've got different styles.
So Demon Souls.
I mean, Demon Souls is a great introductory game for yeah.
I don't think I know how to plan ahead enough because I think I made it pretty decently far in Demon Souls, and I was like, this is hard, like super duper hard now. Like before, it was about like me being able to dodge things at the right time and learning like their movement, and I just kept getting to a spot where it's like this dude like one hits me. Am I supposed to do this? And I'm like, I don't know.
These are the kind of games that you have to. I'm sorry, we're just talking about. This is what happens.
I mean,
this is what happens. But they're the kind of games that you have to reach out to the community and be like, what the f am I doing wrong? And they got to be like, look, you got to level your dude. You got to get these guys. You got to get this weapon for this kind. And you're like, whoa, this weapon exists. How do I get it? And it's like, oh, you got to defeat this hidden boss in this other level. So you got to beat this guy, which is hard. You're going to drop off this ledge. And you're
That's
like,
true, because I got stuck really early, and you were like, "Oh, you got to go back to the whatever and do something else."
Yeah,
And I
dude.
was like, "What the boy? What is that?"
That's what I love about the games, though, is it's like it's kind of that. I don't know. I feel like it's what's missing from modern gaming, that it's like the games hold your hand so much you don't have to have friends or
Having friends is hard.
well, not even friends, but you don't have to be part of a community to like something. Like I
Right.
think that's why Breath of the Wild did well, because it was hard enough that it kind of like it forced a community of people who were like, okay, how do I cook the best things? Where do you find the best weapon? It's just enough. It's not the hardest game, but like with Dark Souls, they hide everything, and so like
Right.
everything requires its own community to care about it. Right? So there's like the lore community, there's the fucking PvP community, there's the PvE community, and it all kind of like mashes into this weird
Just like crazy.
just fandom.
Yeah.
It's sick. I mean,
That's pretty cool.
I think it's how big fandoms like Star Wars and Star Trek and all that shit are made, is because it's like you have so many different niche portions of one property that it all comes together in this big amalgamous jelly mess that you're like, hell yeah.
That's true. That's true. I'm definitely next generation and prequel accepting are my two factions on those.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
Sequel, no.
No more-
Prequels, yeah.
No more sequels.
No more. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I feel because episodes 1 through 6 I enjoy for all totally different reasons, but like 7 through 9, I was like, this is.
See, it's weird. I liked the sequels better than the prequels.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like the prequels.
I mean, freaking almost nobody did. I get it.
I don't like the prequels. It's not that I didn't like them. They're just I don't know how you can't like Clone Wars was such garbage.
Clone Wars is definitely my least favorite of the 3, because 1 had so much cool stuff, and like we've said before, I was just so excited for it. I hadn't had the chance to be excited about a Star Wars thing until the prequels, because before then, like, it already happened.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. So like Star Wars, for example, you got people who just like the prequels. You got people who were exactly. So,
Yeah,
I got you. So
and then Star Trek, I've tried so many times to watch every other Star Trek, but Next Generation is like the only one that I sat down. I watched every freaking episode. I bought all the movies. Like,
it's because Jean-Luc Picard is goated, bro.
He's the best. Any other captain, like, after watching that, and that was the first one that I watched too, all the way. But like after that, every captain, I'm like,
pansy.
They're okay.
Dude, Deep Space Nine was pretty sick.
I definitely got Deep Space Nine. I think was the one I got the farthest in.
Wait a minute, check this out. You ready? Watch this.
After Next Generation. Although I did love the original series. I think that one I've actually seen all of them, but it's nowhere near as many as the rest. Oh yeah, I freaking love this. And he has a sword. Oh damn!
It's just my two favorite captains, bro. Jean-Luc Picard and Benjamin Sisko.
Dude, hold on now.
And their yeah, dude. Benjamin Sisko has his chair too, which is tight.
And Jean-Luc has a freaking sword that he swords fights with.
Right?
Come on,
get out
now.
of my face with this.
Dude, that's too cool. And he's got a rocket launcher for some reason.
Yeah,
it's got a missile.
So my mom and I watched all of Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, but my grandpa loved Star Trek. So these were actually, I got him these for Christmas, and when he passed away, these are like the only things that I was like, I want my toys back. That and that like Borg temple that's behind you, I gave him that for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I bought that from KB Toys in the Villa Italia Mall when I was like, I don't know, 7 years old.
And if
I
can't
could have been a little older.
Quite get it into frame, it's like what the hell were they called?
It's like a Mighty Max.
Yeah, Mighty Max. That's what I was trying to think of.
Or Polly Pocket.
Yeah, Polly Pocket and Mighty Max like situation where it's got it's got data and a bunch of Borg and stuff, and it's the Borg head that flips open. That's dope. I freaking love the Next Generation. It's so good. I can't wait for them to start doing the remakes of those Star Trek movies. They have to do it at some point. I hope. Because they killed it with the other, like the Kirk remake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or did you watch all those ones or no?
I did, but I think that's an easier remake.
Oh yeah, it's
I
so
think-
much easier to just.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't even know the comparison to make, but I think for some reason Next Generation is harder to remake because I mean it's hard to say because like the cast on both of them were good. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's possible. I don't think it is.
I feel like if they did it in a way now where Kirk kind of passes the baton of captain to the Enterprise to like an old instructor or something, because now it's a totally different timeline. It doesn't matter. Like we can make it so Jean-Luc taught Kirk at some point or something, because he takes control of the Enterprise when he's way older compared to Kirk did.
Yeah.
You know? I've been thinking about this. All right, here we go. Star Trek Next Generation remake.
Oh my God, we lost everybody now. Okay, get off the Star Trek. Get off the Star Trek. Yeah.
But let's actually talk about some more new stuff in the store. We're getting some new AC.
Oh, baby. Yeah, so the North Store, the upstairs space has been, you've all been very patient with me, and I've tried my best to keep it cool up there. But when it was built and it was set up to be an office building
Yeah.
that had like 7 people up there. It was not supposed to, when they set up the AC and they set up all the stuff, it was not set up to host an event center with 100 people.
It's meant to cool like 4 rooms.
Yeah, like 4 little
Tiny
rooms.
rooms.
Exactly. With very little body heat. So we've been battling that for a while. So we've got our buddies, Cozy Comfort, coming in. Next week they're going to start. They're going to get going on installing a heat pump system that will work as both like heat and cooling, but it runs off electricity rather than gas. And it will let us cool that sucker down.
Hell yeah.
So that's going to be, trust me, for those of you, and you know who you are, who play Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or any of the other games we host, obviously. But like Saturdays and Sundays especially, you know how spicy you can get up there. And I want to do more of the little conventions that we do, like the swap meets and stuff. So we want it to be comfortable. It's a huge investment, but I think it's worth it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to have a nice, comfy spot for the homies.
For our events, which we should talk about the event schedule now, since we're talking about the fact that it's going to be comfortable up there real soon.
True. So, I mean, I guess we'll start with the Lakewood store. Who am I on? I'm actually on the North Store here. So we'll start with the North Store. So North Store is on 84th and Umatilla. And if you didn't know, if you're watching this podcast and you didn't know, we operate a series 3 video game stores in the Denver metro area. The one up north hosts a lot of tabletop events. So Mondays are just open tables. Tuesdays and Fridays we do the draft. So Magic the Gathering, you actually get pods of 6 to 8 people. You sit around a table. Everybody opens packs and drafts a deck. It's $15. If you don't know how to do it, hit us up. We can help you.
It's actually super fun, and that was the first time I played Magic, was doing that.
And it's not that hard. I mean,
It's really not.
you got to go into it with the expectation is like, you know, you got a base fundamental knowledge of how Magic works. You don't have to be an expert. It would help, but you don't have to be. And you kind of go in there expecting to learn.
Yeah.
Is what the draft is how I feel about it. Anyhow, so those are a lot of fun. On Wednesdays up there we do Flesh and Blood, which is another like dark fantasy style card game, but it's more like character versus character instead of like you're summoning a ton of creatures and spells, and it's more just like I have like a knight and you have an assassin, and what are their moves and what is their equipment.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of works on more of like a fighting game style. That's how I like to call it.
Like styles instead of colors.
Exactly.
That's pretty
Exactly.
dope.
So like I have an assassin deck.
Of course. Or a lot of them blue colored.
That one is not. So that one is, yeah, I mean, they don't really like, there's not like colors in that way. You have
Right.
action points And then you're
Because
yeah.
most assassins are blue in Magic, though, right?
Or
black,
There's a lot of black assassins. Yeah, but I play rogues mostly.
Oh, okay.
But there are rogue assassins.
Yeah.
You know, come on, dude. There's a lot of rogues. There's a lot of assassins. There's a lot of rogue assassins. Not all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are squares.
That's true. And there's not that many dwarves.
There's not a lot of dwarves.
There's not. I'm
Magda.
so sad.
But anywho, then we do a decent amount of Commander. So every Thursday and Sunday, we do casual Commander, which is show up with your deck and find a pod, bring some people. You know, we got some sodas and stuff up there. Just hang out and play. And then we do competitive Commander on Saturdays. Which
nice.
Saturdays at 6:30, we do competitive Commander. Bring your grossest deck. We have a proxy list. Hit us up in store if you have a question about any of that. But it's a $10 buy-in. All of that goes towards the prize pool. We pay out to top 8. It works on a point system that we've made up. Seems to be doing fine. People like it. So
Nice.
there's that. And then we also run Digimon on Fridays at 7. We run D&D at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. We have 2 DMs right now, and currently we've got a third guy who's interested in DMing because we've got both of our groups are kind of bursting at the seams, like 10-player games. And then we run Yu-Gi-Oh! On both Saturday and Sunday, 12 on Saturday, 3:30 on Sunday.
That's awesome.
We do so many. There's so many
there's
events.
Just so much stuff going
And then
on.
Sunday morning is also Final Fantasy. And Sunday at noon is our Pokemon League.
Nice. Dude, yeah. So if you like trading card games, we probably have one for you.
Yeah, go to our website. It's level7games.com. And our event schedule is just posted. You can just check it out and have yourself a grand time.
And the Dungeon and Dragons, I believe, or at least I've been told that you can just drop in and not have to keep showing up every single week. Like, they're built around people just showing up and then peacing out.
Yeah, and it's new player friendly too, which is good. So I should mention we also have an event schedule for our Lakewood store. We don't do as much there because it is a smaller location. So Commander on Saturdays, we do a draft for Magic on Sundays. On Mondays is One Piece. Tuesdays we don't do anything. Wednesdays we don't do anything. Thursdays is Dragon Ball, and Friday is Modern.
Oh, so there's Dragon Ball at the Kipling store.
Dragon Ball's runs at the Kipling store.
Nice.
On Thursdays. So yeah,
That's freaking dope.
try to do as much as we can. You know, our event staff is baller. They're all awesome. You know, everybody who helps out with the events is super cool. So you can ask any of them any questions, and if you have any questions for us, you feel free to comment on the video, or send us a message, or hit us up on our website, or give us a call in the store. You got a lot of different ways to contact us.
Yeah, that's freaking dope. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I always hear about it all going on, but it is pretty crazy to just sit down and look at everything that happens at all the stores.
Oh, dude, people underestimate how much we're actually doing. Like, it's
freaking awesome.
It's insane.
And then we also, something with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Case tourney.
So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about so last weekend on Sunday, we did a case tournament for the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Set. And just wanted to thank all the players. We had 46 players, which was like one of our better turnouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Everybody had a good time, and it ended up being a case and 2 extra boxes. Towards the prize pool. And, a lot of the Rogue, the team level 7 Rocky Mountain Rogues made top 8. I think we had 3 of our guys up there. So congrats to those dudes. Appreciate you. Thanks for repping the squad. And, keep at it. We got some of the dudes going out to Vegas here soon to compete in a 3v3 tournament. So that'll be cool.
Ooh, that'll be really cool.
Another thing I wanted to mention, which I hope I'm not cutting some off, is our boy Matthew actually released a couple of the videos from the
tournament that we had for the
Mario speedrun tournament. They had like Cosmic and Sunwez and a bunch of the other people. It's the second video in the series, And he gave us a really cool like shout out. Like he gave us a full sponsor spot like here in the middle.
That's freaking dope. Cause yeah, that is so cool to watch. Cause he actually has set it up.
This game, two frame rules behind the
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Level 7 games is
Oh, but if just to describe what's happening is that it like he has all of the contestants in one shot, but they're all like kind of faded, and I think the person in first you can see in full color.
Yeah.
And dude, it just makes it like watching them and watching the mistakes as everybody's running through it is just so much cooler than just watching one guy's run, another guy's run, and then seeing at the end and be like, oh, he was off by 0.2 seconds. How did that happen?
Yeah, they're racing live, and I mean, I think there's more pressure because they're sitting next to the other guy. It kind of, it's definitely something that I think could. I think it's a better style tournament for this kind of game, or at least for Mario.
Yeah, it makes it more like a sporting event almost.
Yeah, because it's like when you go to drag races and it's like one of them goes and then another one goes. It's like I don't want to see that. I want to see them race side by side. I want
Yeah.
to see. Yeah, that's that other week. Like nobody wants that.
Because, yeah, that's what this is. You just get to watch everybody all at once. It's freaking... I loved it. Like, I watched it for way longer than I think I've watched any other speed run video.
Yeah, because it's interesting, and it's like
Yeah.
he actually set it up where he's talking commentary over the video, and you know what I mean, like talking about the players and certain glitches that they're doing. He's explaining
yeah.
the glitches as he's going through, like, oh, he's doing this one frame, blah 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 blah, and that's how he got the lead, and this and that, and he's known for this, and like he'll go off on the players because he got the best players in the world.
Yeah, that's so
So like
freaking cool.
Nifsky is currently the best in both like any percentage and 100% completion.
That's so crazy. Because, yeah, he talks about, like, the plants enemies and how their hitbox is actually smaller than the sprite. And he, like, explains how people are jumping through them almost.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You really got to check this video out. I think Bowser is breaking hearts this tournament.
I think we can link it in the bottom.
We can definitely link it. But
Yeah. Okay.
it'll make it easier for me to find that, too.
Yeah. We can link both of those videos. But yeah, thanks again to Matthew for helping us, or for having us host it. We had a great time. We're looking forward to do another one. Like the video production quality is amazing. He's working with this documentarian who's helping with that. What was dude's name? I feel bad. Yeah, Anthony. That dude was super cool. He's doing a whole like a full documentary on just the Mario Brothers 1 speed racing community. So this was just a really cool event to like kind of add into what is the giant project for him.
That's super cool.
Yeah, he had to deal with me for a while one night, and I was fucking super high. And I was definitely being silly. So I'm sure that was pretty obnoxious. Anthony, if you ever see this, I'm sorry if I was obnoxious.
Good job keeping it professional.
You're strong. I'm sorry I look in the lens so much. I can't help it. If I see a camera, I'm like, yo, what up? Yo, it's your boy in the house. So it's like when he's like filming me right here, I just wanted to be, every time I was just like, so I don't think he liked that.
That'll happen. But speaking of old games, there's also a lot of new games happening here soon.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck are these? Apparently, there's a lot coming out.
There's a lot of games. So, yeah, it's quite interesting. Then, love, quite interesting.
Any of them that are gonna make you stop playing Elden Ring before you're done?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, for sure not. I don't know. Wild Hearts is the first one that I would like probably mention. Seems to be like the biggest of the games that are coming out this week, I would say, like as far as like, I don't know, production quality overall,
Right.
budget, blah, blah, blah. But it's a Koei Tecmo game that is kind of a Monster Hunter style game.
Koei Tecmo?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it's like a Monster Hunter style game, but you have to like make traps and devices to like help catch the beasts to like then use their parts to make weapons and arms. So the whole thing is like catching and crafting and crafting and catching and using the traps to craft and catch. And so it seems cool. I mean, it kind of plays like a shooter and a puzzle and a fight. I don't know. It's like a little bit of everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like a Soul Sacrifice on the PS Vita.
That game is sick.
I've been playing the hell out of that before I got Harry Potter.
Did I suggest that one
Hogwarts.
to you?
I think so.
Yeah, because that game is dope. When you kill a boss, you get to like choose where the soul goes.
Yeah, I think the right hand is to sacrifice him, left hand is to save him, and then it'll either up your health or your overall attack like stats. I've been trying to keep it even, but I think now I'm starting to lean more towards getting more life.
Yeah, defensive.
I'm all about defense. That's how I always roll in RPGs. I can't help it.
Wild Hearts has a 10-hour free trial right now.
Ooh.
So this is published by EA, by the way. It's an EA published game, but developed by Koei Tecmo. So it's kind of a weird. The whole thing is kind of weird.
Sweet.
But
definitely worth a try. Sounds like.
Gameplay trailer. This weapon has an amazing.
Because yeah, if it's anything like Soul Sacrifice has been, but more modernized and everything.
I mean,
that'd be super fun.
Listen, the graphics leave a little to be desired, I would say.
That's okay. I'm never really one to harp on a game for not having amazing graphics, especially if there's like open worlds and stuff. Like,
I have a PS5. There's some expectation now, I think.
Oh, I mean, like I don't want it to look like a PS2 game or something, but
well, I just mean like to me this looks like a PS4 game.
I could see that. Is this a PS5 game?
Yeah, it
is a PS5 game.
And so it's like I'm paying $70 for it, presumably. I'd have to look it up. So it's like, well, if I'm paying for the premium console version, I should be getting a certain minimum expectation of quality. Yeah, $70. I don't know. I'm not saying it looks bad, but it's got a lot of features that seem to be new. So that's cool. You chase the Monster Hunter thing. Now it's running away, and he's got to chase it.
I freaking hate it when they run away from you.
And they always do.
Every time.
And it's like it changes the arena, this and that. So it looks pretty good. I think if you're into that kind of game. But yeah, they are also remastering Tales of Symphonia for Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch, which is cool.
That sounds so familiar.
Tales of Symphonia, I think, was originally the Dreamcast one. Symphonia.
Ah, there it is. GameCube?
I think it was remade on the... Okay, yeah. It was the one on the GameCube. Yeah, you're right. What is the one that was on the Dreamcast? Was there one?
Skies of Arcadia?
Yeah, I'm probably wrong. I don't think there was one on the Dreamcast. I'm stupid. It's just been a while, you know?
I mean, it's hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah, but it's kind of... But anyhow, Tales of Symphonia. That was the GameCube one. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Wasn't there another like remake coming out of like the first-person dungeon crawlers? I can't remember what that one's called either. But I don't think that one's this month. I think that one just got announced. Sorry.
Oh, the Etrian Odyssey.
Yeah.
Collection. Yeah, I don't know when that one's releasing, but these are all releasing. Like we have them, we'll have them on Friday. But yeah, Wild Hearts, Tales of Symphonia remake. What game am I thinking about on the Dreamcast, dude? Maybe I am thinking of Skies of Arcadia, because that was also on the GameCube.
Right.
But Theater Rhythm. Did you ever play that?
That's the Final Fantasy Rhythm game, yeah?
Yeah, the like arcade port.
Oh, it's an arcade port?
Yeah, Theater Rhythm is an arcade game.
That's pretty cool. I thought it was just like a 3DS game or something.
It's on the 3DS and I think also on the DS for the original one. Maybe they were just 3DS. But yeah, no, they're just rhythm games, but they are originally arcade games.
Sweet.
So you'd go and it'd be like a Dance Dance Revolution thing. You'd be like, they have them at round one. They have the new one.
Oh, they do?
Which is this game.
Oh.
Did the dog fart? I think the dog farted, dude.
Whoa. That just
Zeus.
hit me.
Zeus, get out of here, dude.
Damn, dude.
What is your problem? Dang, bro.
Woo. It's potent.
Damn, son.
That's when smell-o-vision turns bad.
Oh my god, we just have this. Don't light that. Anywho. Fuck. Sorry, that totally derailed my brain. I was like, some stinks John himself. Then I look and there's Zeus and I'm like, oh, that old piece of shit.
So these are the ones that we were just talking about that are coming out this Friday?
Yeah.
That's freaking dope.
And then, okay, so Theater Rhythm drops this Friday. And then, what is it called? Labyrinth of Galleria. The Moon Society, which is a dungeon crawler.
Oh,
style.
by NIS?
Yeah, it's an NIS game. So
Sweet.
have that one as well. So a lot of like RPG, a lot of like Final Fantasy, weeby type stuff. So if you're, the weeby type, weeby, that's fine. You do it tonight. This is the week. This is the week for you. You got Monster Hunter style stuff, 3D style stuff. You got old school like turn-based 3D JRPG. You got rhythm. Because you got rhythm.
Because you got the theme rhythm.
You got the themed rhythm.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
sweet. Well, that's pretty dang cool.
It is cool.
It's
like
nice because it felt like the past 2 years we didn't get shit.
I mean, the only one doing anything was the Switch, and it wasn't enough because I don't love the Switch. So I was just next week will be interesting because next week is the Metroid Prime remake.
Oh, the physical version.
Physical version of that. And then the new Kirby game, Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe Edition. And then there's one more, Octopath Traveler 2.
Oh, and that's like across all platforms this time, right?
Yep, sure is.
That's freaking awesome.
So Octopath Traveler 2 as well. So that'll be a big one.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. We saw that one list, and I don't know what happened to it. But I'm going to kill this dog, dude.
I was going to say, just caught a second wave of that.
Damn,
dude. Just hitting us.
We changed his food. We usually lock that. How did that door get? We usually shut it.
Yeah, we do.
Dang, the blanket fort's been invaded by a dog that just comes down here, goes to sleep, and just the nastiest farts right now. Ugh.
Oh god.
He's been doing He did that in my room last night when I was asleep. And I swear, I thought there was something just dead under the bed. I didn't even think it was a fart, but now I know. Now I know, because I was like, I've smelled this before.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Last night, I was like, oh, God, I thought Alicia's feet were just, like, rancid or something.
Her feet.
I don't know. You're tired, you're dreaming, you're like, oh, that bitch's
That's
feet
true,
crazy
that's true.
rancid.
Could have just been, like, one of those... Was there, like, a food that your parents always gave you for lunch that you're, like, eventually just were like, please stop.
I can't eat this anymore.
Like, don't do this to me anymore. Mine was Vienna sausages.
I have a complicated relationship with Vienna sausages. I've gone in and out of love with them. I could I could smash some Vienna. You've seen me.
Oh man, I feel like I probably could do it now again, but it has been a solid chunk of time before I was like, I can eat another Vienna sausage now, because it was like every day.
No, yeah, it definitely, like, for a while, I was getting her to that point. I could take it. She was like, I like Vienna sausage. And I was like, you want another one? She's just like, and I was like, nope, no, you don't want that. Because if I give you one more, you're going to be like, never give me that again.
I freaking hate it.
I'm trying not to do that. Oh, I said it. With my kid.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll get that.
Yeah, I try not to overfeed her one type of food. Like, if she gets into something like hot dogs, and she's like, hot dog. Kids don't know when they're sick of something.
Yeah.
And they'll push it. And then you'll be like, you don't want another hot dog. And they're like, hot dog! So I'm trying not to ruin anything, because it's like my cousin can't eat eggs. You couldn't eat Vienna sausage. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's kind of got that food. I'm trying to think what mine is. There's definitely one. Oh, you know what it is for me? It's the lemon lime salt.
Lemon lime salt?
You know the Lucas salt? So, okay, so I don't know. This may not have been a thing in Wyoming, but in Denver, growing up, we have a decent, Hispanic Mexican community, right? So one of the things is the Lucas chili powder, the Mexican candies, because now we carry like the chamoy type candy in the stores.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was the Lucas lemon lime salt. You could buy them at the liquor stores. Like, remember the little packs of lemon lights? They were like the little green packs. It's making me want to barf. Just
aren't they meant to be like poured in your beer or something too?
Yeah, you put them in your beer, or you use it as like a tequila thing. But I would go to the liquor store all the time with my stepdad, and he would get me the little 10-cent pack of salt, because I was like, it's a sour candy. It's what And they had the lemon lime one, and then there was the yellow packet and the green packet. And I swear to God, me and my buddy Derek used to just like, you could get them in a little canister, like a little, oh God, it's upsetting my stomach talking about it. But they're like this little plastic canister with like a green wrapper, and it had like a top that you could like change it to be like sprinkle mode or pour mode.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those, like a salt shaker kind of.
Like one of the tries with like an open hole and then the little holes.
Little holes, open hole, and the big one.
Yeah.
And we would just sit there and just dump that shit in our hand. And I would just down the Lucas lemon lime salt. And I just can't anymore, dude. Like even the Lucas chili powder or a tahine, it's all got that
right. That like
flavor. But I love chamoy. I don't know.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What are you gonna do?
Gonna not eat salt.
If anybody else knows what I'm talking about, if you ever like got the 10-cent little packs of salt, like when you were a kid, because that was like, you know, now you go to the liquor store and they have candy bars and
Yeah.
Is that weird to you?
It's super weird.
Because it's like when I remember I would go into the liquor store with my stepdad and it sucks, it smell bad, and there's just. I remember they always had incense going in that one. Yeah, those little guys.
Found it.
There's the yellow one. That's
that spicy chili.
The red one. The red one was my.
Ooh, hot spicy chili. It looks like.
Yeah, that's the one, because the yellow one had the lemon lime mixed in with it more.
Oh, okay.
So it was more salty, whereas the red one was more like chili.
Oh,
and then the salt is all salt. It's just salt. It's just lemon lime salt. It's strong too.
God.
And it's just making it's making my stomach just turn, bro. Anyhow.
That's crazy. That's funny. That's definitely one of those random ones where it's like, wait, you were eating those?
I was just eating that shit. So like what we used to do, me and my buddy Derek, right? So my mom would go grocery shopping, and what we would do is we'd get the packets of Kool-Aid, and each one of us would get one from our own house. We'd get on the bus, and what we do is in the morning, you'd rip the top off, you'd pour sugar in there.
Oh.
So you'd rip the top off, and you'd fill the rest of the packet up with sugar, and you shake the shit out of it.
Oh, and then it's just like those pixie stick
It's
things.
exactly what it is. And then we would just down it on the bus. And we would trade, and we'd have our different recipes. I'd like mix different ones, and he'd mix different ones, and then we would just sit there and be like, "Oh, try this one." And that was one of those things. I ate so much Kool-Aid.
Just ate Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid and sugar is just pixie sticks.
Yeah, it's just pixie sticks. I've never made that connection.
And so you can make any flavor pixie sticks you want.
That's awesome. Man, do you remember when, like, I think it was like mid-90s, every freaking store had those like candy tubes. And that sounds like that's exactly what they did. Was they just took like certain flavors, because you could fill it with like all different flavors.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones where you cut off the ends, and then if it got a little wet from your mouth on the end, it would just clog, and then you're sitting there
Yeah, you're like
squeezing it like a like a
sugar cube.
Trying to suck the candy out like a disgusting, and then you learn the trick where you can just like cut a new piece and then it's fresh again. You're like, oh, that's that new tech. I never see sugar tubes anymore. I feel like sugar tubes as a candy went away.
Yeah.
Parents are like, it's a tube of sugar, and you're like, yeah, you just dump it in your mouth, and it's like, maybe we shouldn't do that to kids. Maybe we shouldn't giant sugar tube them. And it's like the packaging was just like, it's a white tube with a purple stripe. That's your grape one.
Man, we used to get the giant pixie sticks for 4th of July every year. Because my dad, it'd be like the one time my dad would buy like a box of them from Sam's Club. And they were the ones that you got at like baseball games or the circus or something back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
Damn. We would down that whole thing in like a week.
Hell yeah, baller move, dude.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Valentine's Day, so I mean, I've had candy on the mind as it is, because the kid keeps bringing stuff home. So I'm like, oh, let's sample a little bit of this. I'm like, I don't like that. I'm like, let's try a little bit of.
No.
Oh, wow, very nice. So, that's the nice thing about new kids. You having kids is you get to eat their candy and be like, I would never get to try this new. The other day I had one that was like, it was like Hershey's Kiss, but it was dark chocolate and it had nougat inside.
Oh, that sounds good.
Baller, dude. Baller.
Hell yeah.
Anyhow, sorry.
But speaking of Valentine's Day, we should go over the question of the week last week,
Question of the week.
which was, which do you prefer on Valentine's Day? And they're both of equal value. A gift or a date? Looks like 72% of you would rather go on a date.
Liars.
You think so?
I think people are lying. I think people, at the end of it, it's just like Halloween. Halloween, what's the best part of Halloween?
Well, my favorite part is getting dressed up and just going out. And like, the trick-or-treating has been really fun to do that again.
But like when you're a kid, I think
When you're a kid, it's all about the candy.
It's the candy. It's
Yeah.
yeah. You're just like that. It's the whole thing. It's for the thing.
I mean, now I've been trying to get like adult friends because that's hard to just like have all of our kids go trick or treating and then just bring like a wagon of alcohol and just go as far as somebody is eventually like, can we go home now? And then turn around.
Yeah, but that happens immediately because you're with children.
I know.
That's what ruins everything. Kids ruin everything. Because you're walking, you're like, all right, cool. We just hit the first 6 blocks. We're moving on to the second route. I got my whole back 18, my back 9 ready to go. And they're like, man, myself. Man, I'm covered in blood. Man, I got ran over. You know, it's like, oh my God. Man, cold.
So there you go. Everybody prefers dates. And,
Yeah.
you know, not trick-or-treating with children. Have you tried trick-or-treating without kids? Last time we were able to do it successfully was when Krista was in college.
No, I haven't.
But then people started yelling at us.
They're like, all right, guys.
They're like,
That's enough. And she's like, hey, Oscar, you didn't tell me you need to speak to my face. And you point to your butt and you're just like,
yeah, they don't give us candy anymore. I think it's the beard.
it's because you don't wear pants while you trick or treat. That's the part of your tradition I don't understand.
That's what the costume called for. That's not my fault. I'm just trying to be as true as I can.
You're just Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Hey there, kiddos. You want Windows 12?
Oh, no. Well, on that amazing note, I believe that is everything we have.
That is, I mean, I think so. And we don't have a question this week, I guess.
I thought I had one.
What are you more excited for? Wild Hearts, Tales of Symphonia, Theater Rhythm, or Labyrinth of Galleria?
That's a good question.
It is not. I don't think anybody's going to. They're going to be like, I don't care. Like, I don't
What
care
are
about
these
this.
games? I'm still playing Harry Potter.
Yeah. Harry Potter's still alive. We need to kill him.
Maybe that should be the question. Like, what game are you playing right now? Harry Potter or anything else?
Yeah. Yeah. That is the question.
Yeah. Because how many of you are playing Harry Potter? I really want to know. Like, it's got to be a huge chunk because this game is killing it. Or at least it sounds like it is so far.
Oh, absolutely. It's destroying stuff. I mean, we've sold through. We had to order more. We ordered like over 100 copies, which is flipping nuts.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much for joining us for the Level 7 broadcast, brought to you alive mostly from the blanket fort at the base of the Mount Evans in the Crook of Mount Doom, and filled with Mountain Dew.
Sounds delicious.
Baja Blast.
No, pitch black.
Look at the color behind us. I guess that is pitch black. It's pitch
that's
black
the
right
purple.
now. Baja Blast is over there, though.
That's true. It's like up there right now.
All right, well, name your favorite Mountain Dew in the comments. Good night.